go ahead and get started. Roll call, please, Jen.
Mike Dolson,
I'm here.
Tom McDonald,
Here.
Jennifer Finley. Here. Jim Molitaire. Carol Langford. Here. Danielle Matt. Here. Bing Matt. James Steele Jr.
Yes.
Martin Charlo.
Present.
Len Tooties. He's walking in, and Lanish Trahan.
Thank you, Jen. We'll start with a prayer. Jennifer, will you give us a prayer this morning? Thank you.
This morning, I pray that we bring our best selves to this work that we do for our people, for the people who are alive now and for future generations, and that our work honors our ancestors and that our work protects the land and protects our sovereignty. And I pray for all the families who've recently lost loved ones. And I pray for anybody who's struggling with health issues that they heal and find strength. And I pray for people who are lonely, who feel alone, that they find someone, and anyone who's any of our members who are struggling in any way, I pray for them. Love lunch.
Thank you, Jennifer. Morning, Len. Morning. Let's see. We have some minutes from April 9th. And take a look at them. We do.
Like a tide switch, like always people on this side, kind of empty on that side, you know. Never balance them out. Morning, Jordan.
Well, has anybody got corrections for the minutes? April 9th? Not, I'd welcome a motion. Motion by Tom to accept the minutes with any corrections.
Mr. Chair, I wasn't here, but I see that Len reported on the GAO report. That was an executive. Is there a report back?
GAO.
Government Accounting Office report?
Yeah, that was an executive. And no, we don't have a report back.
Okay, but you can fill me in.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We can't. Got a motion on the floor to approve the minutes from April 9th. Need a second by Danielle. All in favor? Looks unanimous.
Yep.
Go ahead, James.
Yes, in favor.
Thank you. We have an agenda for today. Any additions? Jen, Jennifer, Lynn, Carol, Danielle. Walk-ins, 2 walk-ins. If there's no other adjustments, I'd Like a motion by Tom to accept the agenda. Second by Lynn. All in favor?
I,
Thank you. Looks like unanimous. Who are walk-ins?
The first one, if we can go into executive with Jordan Thompson.
Okay. Out of regular into executive. Door shut. I haven't seen the petition either, no. Yep. Come on up, Andrew. Andrew? Come on up. You'll push the talk button to talk and, welcome and good morning.
I believe this is an executive.
You want this, in open or executive? Executive. Out of regular, back into executive. So now you're asking for money. Asking to pursue a grant for money.
So yeah, we're asking council permission to pursue a grant from the Resource Legacy Fund to develop a cultural burning plan. It's going to include, elders interviews and things of that nature. And what we're trying to do is build a plan that has when, where, why, and how fire was applied by our ancestors so that we can capture that, put it in a plan and pass that on to future managers and use that as a tool for us to propose projects and start implementing cultural burning back in our landscape.
We got a motion by Tom to do the grant, second by Carol. All in favor? All in favor, everybody, with, Danielle out of the room. Then, the second action is to fill the gaps.
Yep, thanks, Chair. The second request we have is for permission to do a capital improvement project at the Ronan Airport, which would be a fencing project in conjunction with the Ronan Airport Committee, as a FAA request for security and, restriction of deer on the runway.
Motion by Tom. Okay, second by Carol. All in favor? We're unanimous.
And the second part of that, Chair, would be to, permission to do sole sourcing with Montana Fence, as they are the, current contractor with the Ronan Airport, project, and, would like to continue to use them on the stretch of the travel portion across, the airport facility.
Motion by Carol. Second by Danielle. All in favor? Unanimous. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Council.
That much.
Did you want to do a quick break?
Yeah, we'll do. We need a break. We need a break.
Jennifer Green will be next.
Well, I think we're back together, Tricia. And so I think we're up with Jennifer Green.
Good morning. So I have read the letter of support that Jennifer Green has presented from Providence, and also had a conversation with Joe Dirkalo. So Jennifer and Joe have talked. Joe is in support of council approving this letter of notification of consultation for them to apply for this particular grant. Jennifer, I myself have not had a chance to meet you and talk with you, but I'll go ahead and turn it over to you to give the details on this to tribal council. I'll also let council know that legal has reviewed it and they have no concerns with the letter of support. Jennifer?
Thank you very much. Thank you, council members. I appreciate your time. My name is Jennifer Green. I work at Providence Health and Services. And I am actually in Portland, Oregon, but I am submitting a grant on behalf of Providence St. Joseph Medical Center in Polson. That hospital is located on reservation land. And for this grant opportunity, the USDA has required that we receive a letter of consent from the tribal council. So I'm here to graciously, respectfully ask you for a letter of consent so that the hospital can apply to replace one of its telemedicine carts. This telemedicine cart will be in the emergency department and will be available to link to a neurologist who is out of state to quickly assess people if they might have a stroke. I think we all know that minutes are very important when you have a stroke. To get, the quicker you get treated, the less brain use you'll likely use. So this is a way that a rural hospital such as St. Joseph can provide the best care for people without having a neurologist on staff. So they want a dedicated cart to provide this service to anyone who arrives in their emergency department. They say that it's used 2 to 3 times every month. And being able to purchase a cart through this grant means they don't have to pay for leasing and saves money on the monthly usage fees, essentially. So that is what I'm here to request, and I am happy to answer any questions that you might have.
Thank you, Ms. Green. Do we have questions? Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, I make the motion, approve the letter.
Motion to approve the letter, second by Carol. All in favor? That's unanimous. Ms. Green, I do have one question.
Yes.
Are you aware, will we be getting these requests with every grant application that's made for the center?
Well, I have to say this is an annual grant, and last year this was not a requirement by the federal government, and this year it is a actual requirement by the federal government. So I do wonder if something has changed at the federal level, and so you might be receiving more of this type of request. But from a grant writer's point of view, it's based on every single grant opportunity and what they require. So I can't say for sure, but it is possible that you will see more requests. And I will say, after speaking with Mr. Durglu, he asked me to reach out to the local Montana people for more communication between the hospital and the Confederated Tribes Health Department. And so I have forwarded that, and my boss today told me that a letter is going to go out to the leadership in Montana so that hopefully there can be more interaction between our two organizations, so that if this is something that's required more often, you'll know about it very far in advance, for example.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And you have a great day.
Thank you. I appreciate everyone, and
be
thank you for your vote.
Thank you, Patricia. Jody.
I'm sorry, this was not in your packet, but it is something that needs, the resolution needs to get approved today if possible.
Yes, and I am sorry that it was very last minute, and thank you guys for your time. I've been just over the last 24 hours helping Nolan understand how to navigate this part of the planning and development part. This is Nolan Michelle. He is our construction/procurement manager, and he is ambitious and a hard worker, and he's been helping us pursue different funding opportunities. I had talked to my board about us taking a breather, and we just wrapped up our homeowner assistance fund program, and now we are back at it. So Nolan is taking the lead on this specific funding, and so he has more information, maybe just a little rundown on just this part.
So the DOE, you guys are probably well aware, there's lots of money that's coming out under the infrastructure. This specific Solve It Prize fund is kind of like a baby grant to allow us to dip our toes in the water, our feet in the water, to really work with our communities and identify any kind of energy challenges that we're facing, and to be able to come up with solutions to those challenges. So it's a really good opportunity for us to be able to, kind of really understand and get that development, which I believe in development or any project phase is, just critical. So we make sure that when we go to a bigger grant application or whatnot, we have all the background and the basics to really come through and do a really good project that's going to benefit all of our people.
So this one is for Department of Energy Solutions for Lasting Viable Energy Infrastructure Technologies, and the acronym is Solve It. And they are calling it the Solve It Prize funding. And this request is for $80,000, and it will be doing community engagement to identify what those challenges are. And then we will use that information to figure out how we can address those. And then the project we will come back, if this is successful, then we'll come back and apply for the actual funding to address those energy challenges.
Question? Go ahead, Carol.
Talking energy challenges like heating, windows, or is it just everything? Roofs?
Yes, it'd be everything related to housing. So, it could be anybody's, hot water heaters, their heat source, their windows, insulation, those types of things. And that's why this is important, because the engagement, everybody has their own unique challenges.
Mm-hmm.
And for us to be able to understand those unique challenges and to be able to provide solutions to solve those challenges is critical. And that's why this funding is just a really great opportunity.
And then how much is the larger grant when
so
you get through this?
The second phase is going to be 125,000, and then that phase allows us to really go to work and be able to develop the specific solutions to solve those challenges. And then the final one is $500,000, and this money, as it states, it's a prize. So we're going through and we're demonstrating that we can work with our communities. We're demonstrating that we could come up with solutions, and then the prize is $500,000, which we could put towards any kind of, projects that we want that are going to solve that problem, or we could use that in addition to other funding to be able to go through, and.
It's similar to what Mission Valley Power does with their appliances, kind of like, no?
There's a different one. So one of the other pots of money that, we are going to be pursuing is, the rebates, appliance rebates. And that's a whole different pot of money. And I have to talk to my board, and then we will come and talk to council when we're ready to actually put together, the application for that one. So there's the three ones that we got on the burner right now is this one at the price, and then, Solve It prize funding, and then the price, which is for manufactured home repair or replacement. And then the third one is for the appliance rebates, up to 14,000 for tribal member. And the price and the rebate one, Jason Adams and Charmel Gillen have offered to help get those together, the applications, and figure out the best plan on how we can make it happen, because we don't have the staff right now to do all these projects. We would have to hire new people, and so they would be willing to help with all the planning and stuff. But we're not that far along yet for those ones. But it's different.
I'll make a motion on this resolution.
Well, got a question by Tom, and then Patricia's got something. So, go ahead, Tom.
Thank you. So the survey is for all tribal members, not just your clients in the housing authority. Is that correct?
That's a fourth issue. So the survey is what Nolan is doing. I emailed you guys just an hour ago or so. That survey is like a feasibility study for market rentals for tribal members.
So I'm just talking about this grant.
Oh, so this one, we'll do community engagement. I don't know if it's going to be a survey.
It'll be specific to tribal.
Pardon?
Excuse me, it'll be specific to our tribal communities.
Can you define your tribal communities to me?
So anybody that's an enrolled member of the Salish Kootenai tribes.
So not just your clients in the housing?
Correct, yeah, correct.
It'd be everybody?
Correct, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if we can replace anything with us for better energy efficiency in our units, that would be one of the, one of the things we would look at is how, like, I have elders who ask for heat pumps because they don't have air conditioning, and it's hard on them, physically hard on them. And so that could be one scenario, but we don't know what the challenges are going to be until we start that conversation.
Go ahead, Patricia.
Yeah, so I just want to bring to your attention, last Friday after the quarterly meeting, I did have a conversation with Teresa regarding the home electrification and appliance rebate program. So MVP is very interested in that and submitting. We had a brief conversation about who might be the best way to submit for the tribe. I think we're really early in those conversations, but we want to continue them. On Sunday, Teresa sent all of you information regarding that RFP. I think it probably makes sense for us to step back and have a conversation with the different possible departments and really make a decision in the best way to submit this application to make it most competitive.
That's not the one that Nolan's looking at right now, right?
I beg your pardon?
It's not, that's different.
It's a different one. It's the second one that Jody talked about, not the first one that Nolan's talking about.
There's a lot of money out there right now.
That's not a bad thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of different arms to this, so we want to really make sure that we look at it critically and make really smart decisions about where and how we apply.
Thank you. We got a motion by Carol for the Solve It grant. Second by Jennifer. All in favor? Looks unanimous. Go ahead, Jennifer.
Yeah, I'm so glad to hear that you're applying for the PRICE grant, the PRICE program, because, you know, just driving around, I see so many people living in really old modular homes. So if there's an opportunity for them to get them replaced and fixed up, I just think that is so wonderful. So thank you for doing that.
Yeah, so I was gonna talk to my board about it and then Jason and Charmel would help do that planning and then we would bring it forward to you. But one of them was also, you know, the one that Patty just mentioned. And so if Mission Valley Power was pursuing it, we would step back and maybe contribute. But if they wanted to be the coordinator, that's great for me.
Go ahead, Carol.
Didn't we have a resolution on collaboration and not being so siloed anymore? And guess what? It's working. Thank you.
Thank you, Jody. Thank you, Nolan. We'll go out of regular into executive.
So I would make the motion to accept the tally and appoint Danielle Peterson to the SK Business Services Board for a 3-year term, 2-year term.
Motion by Mel, or not Mel, Lem, pardon me. Motion by Len, and second by Carol. All in favor? Unanimous. We will go out of